So this is a quick look at a passage from Shakespeare's Othello. So this passage I'm looking at is near the end. So really near the end. So almost everybody at this point is dead. Cassio is wounded, Desdemona is dead, Othello is about to kill himself within 2 pages. And this is Iago's last line of the play. So Iago says, "Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth I never will speak word." And this is interesting to me, because Iago is a character who is both theatrical and anti-theatrical. And what I mean by that is, he's got this sort of meta-dramatic presence about him, and we see this right from the beginning of the play, where he and Roderigo are putting on this sort of show for Brabantio. So they're putting on this sort of show to convey to Brabantio the news that Desdemona has married Othello. So and then of course Iago throughout the entire play is performing. But what's weird about Iago is, even as he is metatheatrically performing, he also resists these conventions of the Renaissance theater. So, normally, in a soliloquy, for instance, a character tells us the truth. The prayer scene in Hamlet, when Claudius is confessing to murdering old Hamlet, he is telling us the truth. He is talking only to the audience. Iago resists this because he has a number of sort of soliloquies where he explains why he hates Othello, and yet he gives us a variety of explanations in these different soliloquies. And this last moment, when he says, "From this time forth I never will speak word," the Renaissance theater, the Elizabethan theater, was an oral theater. This was a theater where you went and you heard a play. You didn't see a play. So for a character to not talk is to resist the conventions of this theater. And, the other character I think of is Geronimo in the Spanish tragedy by Thomas Kyd. And what's interesting about Geronimo, and this is Act 4, Scene 4, he says maybe 3 times that he's going to stop talking. He says, he's got this long, 70-some, 80-some line speech, and that at the end of it he says, "Urge no more words, I have no more to say." Then he's got another speech, and he's got another speech, and he's got another speech, and then finally he bites out his tongue. But so much of his time is sort of devoted to this, "I'm not going to say anything else." But it's clearly a sort of pose. It's a dramatic pose. But for Iago, in this very much sort of anti-theatrical way, he just says, "No, I'm done. I've stopped talking." And that's it. He does. He stops talking. He is he's on stage. People talk to him, but he is functionally done in a tradition that depends on characters to speak. And so in this way he even as he's one of the most sort of meta-dramatic characters, he also resists the conventions of theatricality.